this demonstration we're going to look at integrating DNS with Active Directory. The advantage of this is we can then use Active Directory as our replication mechanism to replicate between our DNS servers. Also as well we get secure replication, and we also get as well multiple read-write locations for our DNS records. In order to do that though, our DNS server must be an Active Directory domain controller. So at the minute my LonServe1 that I'm currently sitting in front of here is not an Active Directory domain controller, so what we have to do is install Active Directory services. So in order to do that, just on my dashboard in Server Manager, I'm just going to click Add Roles and Features, and then we'll select our Next button. Have a look at the installation type. We're going to go for role-based or feature-based installation. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do this on LonServe1. And the server roles that we want to add is our Active Directory domain services. So we'll select Active Directory domain services. We'll add the additional features, which are the admin tools. And then what we'll do at this point here is select Next. We don't want to install any additional features, so we'll select Next. And then just on the Active Directory domain services summary page, we'll select Next. And then just on the confirmation page, we'll select Install. Now what this is going to do, it's going to go away and install the Active Directory domain services, so we'll pause the presentation and return back once the installation is complete. So as we can see, the installation is now complete. We can see we've got some additional steps. Let's promote this server to an Active Directory domain controller. We are going to add this domain controller to an existing domain. So what we'll do at this point here is we'll just select Next. Next thing to do here is just specify our passwords. And then we'll select Next. We won't worry too much about this warning at this present moment in time and select Next. On the additional settings here, we'll just replicate from any domain controller. We'll leave the default locations for all of the files for Active Directory. Have a quick read through. We're happy with this, select Next. And the next thing it's going to do here is just do our prerequisite check. We have a couple of warnings, but to be fair, this is a lab environment, so I'm not too fussed about the security issues here, so we'll select Install. And what it's now doing is installing Active Directory onto this now new Active Directory domain controller. So as we can see, if we just have a quick look through all of this, replicating through. And as we can see now, installation is complete, so we'll just have a look at this. It's telling me that my computer will be restarted because Active Directory domain services was installed or removed, so we'll just select the Close button, select the Close button, and we'll just allow this to restart. So we'll just pause the presentation at this point and return back once the reboot is complete. Server is now rebooted, so we'll just log in. So now we have our second Active Directory domain controller. The next thing we'll do here is we'll just go to our primary Active Directory domain controller, LonDC1, and what we'll do is we'll just have a look at creating an Active Directory replication zone for DNS. So now what we'll do here is we'll just come in Tools, go to DNS, and launch up our DNS administration utility. So as we can see now, we're now in our Active Directory utility, so we'll just go to our forward lookup zones, and what we're going to do here is just create a new zone. Select our Next button. We're going to create a primary zone, and we're going to turn a little tick box here to store the zone in Active Directory, so we'll select Next. And then what we'll do here is we're going to replicate this to all of the Active Directory domain controllers in daemon.com, and select Next. And then what we'll do is we'll start filling out the little table. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this contoso.com, select Next. What we're going to do here is we're going to allow only secure dynamic updates recommended for Active Directory, which we're using, so select Next. And then what we'll do is we'll select Finish. And then what we have now is we have our Contoso domain. As we can see here, the name server responsible for this zone is lon-dc1. Let's just create a new record. So all we'll do here is we'll create a new host record. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create this for www. We're going to specify the IP address to be 172.16.0.100. Select our add Post button. You can see the record has been created, so select OK and select Done. The next thing to do is just view that we have replicated these records across to our secondary Active Directory domain controller / secondary DNS server. So what we'll do is we'll just move over to the console for lonserve1. So the next thing to do here, just come to Tools, just have a look at DNS. Within DNS and our forward lookup zones, we've got contoso.com. If we just have a look inside contoso.com, we can see that we have indeed replicated the records across. And as we can see, we've also got the www record just popped up as well. And that's the end of this demonstration of creating an Active Directory integrated zone. Thank you.